All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We're not just going to use AI, we're going to build it. Yeah, you heard that right. We're diving deep into the world of custom GPTs, and by the end of this, you'll have gone from being an AI user to a full-on AI creator. So let's just jump right in. So, have you ever used ChatGPT and felt like, while it's super useful, the answers can be a little, generic? It's the classic jack of all trades, master of none problem, right? It's a really common feeling. You've got this powerful generalist, but what you really need is a specialist. Well, this is exactly the problem that OpenAI is trying to solve with custom GPTs. The whole idea is to move away from that broad, general model and into something that's laser-focused and custom-built by you for you. You stop being just a user of a tool and become the creator of a tool with a very specific job. And if you're wondering just how big of a deal this is to OpenAI, just look at their own interface. Right there, top left of the screen, they've put the Explore GPTs button. That's the most valuable real estate on the page. They are screaming that this isn't just some side feature. They believe this is the entire future of their product. Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do you build one? Well, that's what we're here for. Let's walk through the blueprint, the step-by-step guide to creating your own powerful, specialized AI. So once you get into the editor, you've basically got two paths. The first is the Create tab, where you can just chat with an AI to build your GPT. It's pretty beginner-friendly, and you can get some good results. But if you're like me and you want the absolute best results, we're talking pro-level control and precision, then we're going to ignore that chat tab and head straight for the Configure tab. That's where the real magic happens. You know, this quote right here, this is basically the golden rule of working with any AI. The more precise you are with what you put in, the more precise the thing you get out will be. And this is 1,000 times more true when you're building a custom GPT. That Configure tab lets you be surgical with your setup, and that leads directly to an AI that's way more reliable and useful. Once you're in that Configure tab, it really just boils down to these three core things. You've got to give your GPT a name, write a quick, clear description of what it does, and then, the most important part, you've got to craft its instructions. Now, this instruction section, this is the most important piece of the puzzle. Seriously, think of it as your AI's brain. This is where you bring it to life. You define its goals, its values, how it should think, what kind of personality it should have. So instead of a vague instruction like, be helpful, you could write something super specific, like, act as a skeptical financial analyst who always questions market assumptions and provides a risk score from 1 to 10 for every piece of advice. You see, that level of detail is what makes all the difference. Okay, so once you've got that core identity locked in, it's time for the fun stuff, the features that take your GPT from being just good to being, insanely great. Let's look at those finishing touches. First up, conversation starters. So what are these? Basically, they're just little shortcut buttons. They show up right away for anyone using your GPT, and they help people get right to the good stuff without having to sit there wondering, what should I ask? It's a fantastic way to guide the whole experience. Next is the knowledge feature, and oh man, this is a total game changer. This is how you give your AI a secret weapon, a private knowledge base that literally no other AI on the planet has access to. Just imagine uploading your team's project documents or your personal research notes to get hyper-specific insights that the regular ChatGPT could never, ever give you. Now for the heavy-duty stuff, the core capabilities. Your GPT can browse the web in real time, generate images with DALL-E, and even analyze data. My advice? For most cases, just leave all of these checked on. You want maximum power. But let's say you're building a GPT that only answers questions based on a specific PDF you uploaded. In that one case, you might want to turn off web browsing just to keep it super focused.
All right, so we've built its brain, we've given it that secret knowledge base, we've turned on its superpowers. What's left? Well, there's only one thing left to do. It's time to publish this thing and bring your creation to life.
And honestly, you're not going to believe how easy this part is. It's literally a couple of clicks. You hit the save button up in the corner, pick who gets to see it, and then you just confirm. Boom, done. Your custom AI is officially live. So when you hit save, you'll get these three choices. Only Me is pretty self-explanatory. It's your private little tool. Only People with a link is perfect if you want to share it with your team or maybe a few friends. And Public? Well, that puts your creation out there in the official GPT store for the whole world to find and use. Okay, and one last thing to remember, and this is super important, your GPT is never really finished. Think of it more like a garden. You gotta tend to it. As you use it, you're gonna get new ideas on how to make it even better. So don't be afraid to jump back into that editor and tweak those instructions. It's a living thing. And that's it. Just like that, you've leveled up. You're not just someone who uses AI anymore, you are an AI creator. You've built your very first specialized tool tailored exactly to what you need. This just opens up a whole world of possibilities. So the only question left is, what are you going to build next?